much. Everybody knows what Abuja High Court. Everybody can Nnamdi Kanu. Onye mini no wow, one net the number. All title in Kenya. That's the title I gave him. Mazi Sowore, he is here with me. And I'm sure he's also in solidarity. He has been a dear friend, you know, supporting Mazi right from the word go. Yes, I've said certain things, you know, which I meant, but I can assure you he is a good friend. He has supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know, from the word go and still supporting him. Mazi, please talk to my people.
My people, today is what my principal in secondary school used to say, the red letter day. That's the day that Nigeria has a date with history. To either make it right or blow it. That is what is happening today. And from the environment that we have seen today, it looks like something is going to happen. We don't know yet, and we are not going to predict. But we have made it very clear that this trial is not going anywhere. This is a trial that should have discontinued the day it started in 2021, when they went and kidnapped him from Kenya. And that would have helped them to save them the time, the energy, to focus on real issues. Exactly. We are in a country now where all the terrorists are taking over the country. The people they call bandits, they are burning churches down, they are shooting at people.
You hear that?
They are killing army generals. That's what serious government focus on.
Exactly.
Not going after a person who promised you in the courtroom that if you release him today, he will go and solve one of your biggest problems, which is the Southeast. Exactly. But you said no, because Nigeria is always on the wrong side of history. They did it in 1963 with Awolowo. They did it with Abiola. They did it with the Civil War. They did it with the hunting of Igbos. They are still doing it today by demolishing homes of very serious and honest businessmen because they are not from one part of the country. I am not one of the people that fought during the Civil War, and I have said it, I'm not going to help them continue the Cold War that they are carrying out in Nigeria. And I've been in this courtroom since the day Nnamdi Kanu was brought back from Kenya, and I've attended almost every court trial, including when I'm attacked, either by the DSS or by the government and their courts. Our position is very clear: free Nnamdi Kanu now. And if you do that, it will be early Christmas for Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Now, we've had it. Now, whatever the outcome of this judgment today is, please let us remain calm. It might interest you to know that this is the only Nigeria. This one is from Yoruba land. You know, Igbos and Yorubas have this exchange of banters, but I've been able to differentiate the gangsters from Lagos and the Islamic extremists from the north. We also have these gangsters in the east. You know, we need to identify them and rise against them so that we can solve our problem. We should stop allowing them use ethnicity and religion to divide us. Now, Sowore is one man that rose to carry out a protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, whatever the outcome of the judgment today is, let us remain calm, and then probably if they do the right thing, well, good luck to them. But if they don't, I think we are going to rise and tell them that this government is the government of the people, by the people, for the people, and we are going to rise and talk to them. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for bringing me. Thank you.
Okay, so you have consistently maintained that you stand with Nnamdi. Why?
Well, I am a person who is former, first and foremost, has a conscience, and I establish my conscience by standing up for what is right from time to time. And I have convinced everybody, after convincing myself, that this was a sham trial. And how you know it is that you want to try somebody for an offense in a civil court, or you bring in DSS people to come and intimidate people, you don't allow their lawyers. The moment you bring in military goons to a civil court that desecrated the hollow chambers of justice. And I'm just giving you that one sign why you know that this was a sham trial. Anytime the person opening the door to a civil court is a military man, that's no longer a civil trial. That one has become a court martial. And this case, as a result, has suffered that credibility from day one. Apart from other problems one of which is the kidnapping. It's known as the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. We cannot cure that. We cannot cure the absence of evidence. We cannot cure every other problem you brought upon yourself in this case from day one. And that's what we are proving. And in general, of course, this is also foundational to Nigeria. Nigeria is in search of unity, we claim. Nigeria is in search of nationhood because it has never become a nation. If you want to make that happen, you do justice to all the components of Nigeria. You don't discriminate against somebody because his name is somebody you don't like, or because his religion is what you can't stand, and then you expect the country to be united. That is not going to happen. So, in doing this, you know, we're also encouraging them to have the national healing that can bring about national unity, since they love unity very much. But there can never be unity without justice. Thank you. Thank you.
Finally, if you say any final piece of advice to government if they listen to your word?
I don't advise government. They have over 2,000 advisors. Anybody who's advising government in Nigeria is the enemy of government. Government of Nigeria don't listen to advice. Otherwise, ChatGPT could have advised them that this case is not going to be. Thank you. Just a prompt on ChatGPT. Of Rock 4 on Twitter could have advised them that this is not going to go anywhere. No matter how well it is packaged, no matter how well the propaganda is pushed. And look at where we are today in Nigeria. Look at where we are. Nigeria is in the throes of some of its worst security situation. And this is what we are wasting our time doing. We have 35 Christians at the time that we are being accused of persecution of Christians in the bush, attacked by terrorists who were live streamed. You have 25 female students, Muslims, also in the bush with terrorists. You have an army general who has just been murdered by terrorists. You are not focused on that. You are trying Nnamdi Kanu because they carry the microphone to say that they want the answer. The only evidence they have in this court is the microphone that they found with him when he was arrested in Lagos. And his underwear, top and bottom. There is no evidence of a gun or an RPG. It was not found with police uniforms. Whereas in Katsina, someone killed an assistant commissioner of police, kept his uniform and wore the uniform to a peace conference, the so-called press conference. And nothing is done about it. They bring their magazines and their AK-47s and their anti-gun, anti-aircraft guns to meetings. You can't do anything about them, but it's the guy who wears a nice Fendi and a microphone and says, we want justice. 10 years, you can't figure it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Looking at all that has happened in the last couple of days, and judging from the submission of the APC that the US government are the ones that have triggered the recent insecurity that has even ravaged some parts of the country right now. What would be your reaction to this at the moment? Sorry,
APC.
Yes,
The APC as a political party has been ruled as a terrorist organization by Canadian courts. And as you know, if they felt that the US government triggered the current security crisis that's ravaging the country, why did they send everybody in the government to the US to go and be pleading with a lawmaker? Somebody who is the equivalent of the House of Rep member.
Charles, Tony!
All of them are there with him, the IG of police, the chief of defense staff, the NSA, everybody that matters in this country apart from the president is in the US, pleading with a House of Rep member to give them help. So if they feel that the US, why are they doing that? It shows to you that the APC is actually and truly a terrorist organization. So it's not something that we should talk about seriously. It also shows to you that the country is barely with any modicum of leadership.
Okay, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, is saying that the problems Nigeria has at the moment isn't just peculiar to Nigeria, and even the US has greater problems than Nigeria. And he has also dismissed the genocide claims. Would you want to go with this submission?
You see, there are people I don't pay attention to, and one of them is Akpabio. Yes, are the people who brought Nigeria to where it is today. So, asking me a question about the identity, who says when he was first confronted with the question in the Senate chamber, I don't want to comment about Trump or who am I. So I don't know where he now went and drank his fearless from, and he's not able to say that if the US has problems, ask how does the US treat this problem. It goes there. If yes, there can be a shooting in the US. But you will see police the next day. They will capture the person. They will ensure that the perimeter is secure. There will be investigation. In our own case, you go and carry students. Nobody will investigate. We'll just pay ransom and then move on. So, Akpabio is an idiot. I'm sorry to say.
All right, sir. Do you see a pattern, considering the fact that okay, the Chibok girls, not many or all of them have even been rescued,
Yes.
and now we have this at the moment now. If you are to judge by the trajectory, where when it's as if the southern candidate or a southern person is at the seat of government,
make you like this. You enter your own house.
Of course.
This is the way you enter your own house. They decide when you enter, when you go enter your own house. This is rubbish now. I don't know if fuck them and all that. I'm not What rubbish is this?
I don't understand what is going on.
Yesterday they say no, you have to be here. You have to be here. You have to be here. In my own house, as a lawyer, this is our own building. This is Shari edifice, the property.
This is your office.
Then the GS everything will be there. Then the party to sit and decide when I'm going to enter.
Imagine get to the office and start screaming.
They do that shit in the office, understandable, but in federal court, in courts, I mean, I don't understand.
What was the general submission or what you think
Today
will be the
the judgment day now, so we'll wait and see what they'll do. But they said that today is an opportunity for Nigeria to rewrite its history and to redraw its map of justice. Today is a make or mark day of Nigeria, and I'm not exaggerating. So, but I hope that common sense has prevailed, especially considering the period that we are in view of the failure, the glaring failure of the government. I hope he must have spoken to the judge to postpone whatever he planned to do until what Nnamdi Kanu.
if Nnamdi Kanu is convicted, what message does he send to someone like
It
you?
doesn't matter, they have already made up their mind. The conviction of Mandela did not stop another Mandela. Wow. The conviction, the killing of Malcolm X did not stop freedom fighters. The killing of Martin Luther King did not stop people from fighting for justice. So conviction of Nnamdi Kanu is not going to stand. That won't be much I can tell you. But even if they do, they are the ones who will reverse it themselves.
Okay, sir. Would you like to advise the president right now, considering what Jonathan faced with the Chibok girls, and now that the school girls have also been kidnapped and they are yet to be found, and it was reported that soldiers who were deployed to go rescue them were also killed and they were ambushed on their way to the place?
I don't advise a government that has no legitimacy, so let them take the advice from them.
Okay, the killing of Brigadier General Oba and the video we saw, if you are to assess the situation we have right now, where even the military themselves do not get the protection that they are supposed to give Nigerians, would you say it's a failure on their part, or that there needs to be something that should be done?
Any country that recruits terrorists to join the army has already destroyed their forces. As we speak, the amount of money the Nigerian government spends in rehabilitating Boko Haram in Gombe State, they have a site. Is much more than the cost of running a university, a federal university in Nigeria. And then when they are rehabilitated, they then recruit them into the military. So these are the people you should ask why they do that. Because they've also made an effort to even claim that the general location was revealed by Sahara reporters, which is part of their blame game. You should ask them who revealed the location of Colonel Ali to terrorists, who revealed the location of another brigadier general, or General Dini, who was shouting that the Nigerian military just generally bring people to bring all kinds of people to work on, but they don't actually prepare for it. They don't equip them. That's a well-known fact. So they are the ones who kill their general. You should hold the president responsible for the death of the general or the top echelon of Nigeria. They are the ones. They should investigate the people who are leaking his location actively to terrorists. And any attempt to blame the media, of course, they always blame the media for something every week. They blame me for something every week. I'm surprised that they have not been protesting against me. They protested 3 times against me this year. So they took me to jail for fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. I went to Lagos, they declared me wanted. So they have to blame me for something. They have to blame Sowore one time every week for something. Maybe this December they will blame me for the high cost of goods and services and transportation to anywhere.
So I quickly want you to react to Shegumi and some of the allegations we made considering the issues we have at hand, and known fact that his son is even in the military. Is there a disconnect in that?
You see, what makes the likes of Shegumi relevant is because Nigeria has failed at it. And Shegumi is just his own little trial and error on this. Figuring out, one day at a time, how to keep either his constituency well taken care of, or just, it might also be that he doesn't know any better. Yes. But it's not his fault, it's the fault of government. So that we don't keep blaming the wrong people. What should be the duty of people.
Thank you, sir. So what of your issue with the Lagos State Police? And they still say you are wanted at the moment.
I've told you that the Lagos State Police Command, Jimo at his phone, is one of the most idiotic police commissioners in Nigeria. But I heard he wants to become IGP. So he's trying to please Tinubu. That's, it's not relevant. I don't waste my time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Kanu.
Your Excellency.
Hey! How are you?
I'm fine.
Well,
How you doing? Yeah.
I
Understand the code of office.
well, one of them I'm shooting, that's our own. I have to get it.
Yeah.
So, Umar is not. Which one calls seizure of camera for court again? What's all this harassment again? You are harassing people now. Yeah. You are harassing people now. Calm yourself down, please. The problem. Why do you hate camera? The problem is with the camera. Is it not a court of law? Oh, too bad. Oh, they got nothing. Oh, we are watching you and you are on camera. Come and collect it. No, come and collect it. What's wrong with you? All of you are just obsessed with power. What's the need for this now? This is a federal high court, an open place. This is a business center for justice. It's not a private environment. It's not your house. It's true. It's not your house. So why is he not bringing down the cameras that are there? So a woman no, because the prosecutor now will not go rest. The prosecutor. camera set down there. Look at the way he's not talking like he's authority. Collect your camera. So what's that? Collect camera from who? Collect camera from who? Can you imagine all these guys? All of them are not obsessed with power at every level. Somebody is obsessed with seize camera because they are accompanying a prosecutor to court. Is the prosecutor not a public officer? Is the court not a public place? What about all those cameras? What about the CCTV cameras? Is it going to disable them too? Foolish people.
Overzealous. That's the English. A bit overzealous.
Mommy, how are you?
Because I like to ask. People don't talk to the best.
Everybody's saying that. Maybe I should, yeah.
Blue, you know.
Master, you want to be dressing like this?
General.
The stomach will not permit Masha to wear this.
They say if we are not fitting, you don't have to use girdles to keep my stomach.
Okay, they like it.
Or maybe move here.
Yeah, nothing. We just want to okay. End that and take pictures.
End this.